you my summer jam. I don't know if you can understand. No, you're the only one that I need. Like the air that I breathe. Baby, you mine. Say, baby, you mine. You mine.
Welcome to another episode.
No, you're supposed to do this.
Nope, we're just getting it going. It's episode 7.
All right.
Taylor broke my chair. You want to show the world?
No, I didn't break your chair.
You broke my chair.
Let's introduce our guest.
Mitch, the legend, is here. You broke my chair.
So I'll
Mitch,
do
how
it.
are you doing today?
I'm good. I got a big laugh out of the chair break.
We're not going to talk. I didn't
That's
break a chair. No one needs to know that.
Kind of broke it. You're
All
gonna
right.
have great posture for the rest of this podcast, though.
No, I just got to really like hunch into the handles right now.
It's going to give you real good posture.
So before
Next
this, I had just talked about how I was eating healthy because I had found out I gained a lot of weight in the past couple, however long now. And like maybe 10 seconds after I say that, maybe a couple minutes, I lean back to stretch and just bust CJ's chair. Look at this.
At the seams.
Wow. So salads for me for a while. Yeah, so that's my update. Anyway, let me get this man the proper introduction
Yeah,
here.
sorry. Go for it.
It's okay. This man here, you did say the legend. We do introduce everybody as a legend on this, but this might be a true living legend, especially around here in Colorado. This is the one and only Mitch Greibel. Mitch, how are you actually? It's good to see you.
I'm good. I mean, I saw you like 10 minutes ago.
We
I'm
see
good now.
we see each other too much.
Yeah, all day long. That works. But no, dude, I'm good. Life's good. Works good.
Okay, so before we really dive into stuff here, just don't buy cheap chairs. Really, is kind of the
It's not a cheap chair.
yeah, it's a pretty cheap chair. So how
Somebody's
we start?
a little fatty.
How we start this? Well, there's 0 sugar in this energy drink, so that's good. So Mitch, how we start every one of these is the caffeine corner.
Okay.
I am a self-proclaimed energy drink sommelier at this point because I've been around the world and am back 10 times with caffeine. So what we have today, I have never actually tried this. I've actually never even had a NOS energy drink before. I think that this is their official fight to the sugar-free world with 300 milligrams of caffeine.
Okay.
So yeah, like Bangs, Reigns, all that. This is their version of it. So it's called Turbo. I think there's only one flavor. I didn't really look. I just saw it and said, "Yep, that's money."
It doesn't even have a flavor on here.
No, it's just
It's just
diesel
turbo.
Fuel, like
Yeah.
diesel fuel.
By the way, big disappointments. Yeah, it's turbo flavored. By the way, there's a big disappointment in Alani.
Did they not get back to us?
I've tagged them in about everything I've ever done at this point.
Still nothing?
I even DM'd them and said, "You're welcome for the free marketing." Nothing.
Fun fact, apparently my neighbor follows like the owners on Instagram. So we might be able to go that route.
Okay,
too.
good. Quick highlight from last time.
Hit me.
Same thing. You were with me. I was just looking at the mass amount of energy drinks. There's one. It was called Alani, and it looked awesome. Yeah, it looked like super tropical,
Foreign?
Hawaiian. I think is where they're going for.
I think
But
they're out of Florida.
it's not made in Hawaii. But it looked like it. So I was like, these look great. Let's do it. Let's send it. Brought it in here, and then afterwards we did a whole review of how it was like. Felt like you were following your girl around the shopping mall in Hawaii, and this was like the boost you needed.
It's that Instagram show your booty while holding energy drink type thing.
So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna tag the heck out of them. Don't know if they're gonna be that big. Maybe we'll get a little partnership going on. Their Instagram, exactly what we said. It was like chicks in bikinis. Yeah, like the girliest
around.
things that you can imagine ever on an energy drink. It was them.
Yeah.
So boom,
sense.
nailed it. And then so I was like, F it. We're sending it. We said we're gonna get a partnership. We tagged them like 20 times, hit them up, nothing. They big leagued the heck out of us. But it's gonna be great because when we blow up someday,
Yeah, they're gonna.
This is
They
going
missed
to be
out.
a
They missed
Disney
out.
and ABC situation.
yeah, sorry.
We're going to get big enough and we're gonna buy your ass out.
And then we're gonna talk about other energy drinks and not your guys'. So anyway, so this takes us to Turbo. Have you guys ever had like an actual NOS energy drink before?
No, I didn't even know this was a brand. I thought this was something just in the Fast and Furious series.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was a real product.
All I know
like,
is it
for
was.
a drink.
Do they put this in the car?
Is this what they dump in the car?
Like when you, like what is in the canister? It's this.
I think it is this. All I know is I'm gonna get out of here. As soon as I take a drink, I might take a lap.
You're gonna break another chair.
I'm gonna break your chair. I feel like you should time me now going around one time, and if I don't double it, it's just false advertising. Makes sense. But honestly, it looks branded as like a pre-workout. Is really what it's looking like. Like BCAAs, reduced fatigue, all this fun stuff.
The
So
can
anyway,
looks somewhat similar to Bang, but not. But this is a little bit more docile than Bang, it seems. But this is still 300 milligrams.
no, I'm pretty sure this is gonna get weird. To be honest with you, I feel like. Anyway, so Mitch, what happens? We'll crack them, we'll drink them, we'll discuss flavor, we'll rate them. Basically, a 10 in our mind is a white monster, which you've had plenty of.
Oh yeah, every day.
And we'll rate this off the scale of 1 to
Devil's
10
Brew.
on what we think that falls. And then you want to partner it or match it with what workout or physical activity of that day would this be best suit for.
Okay.
So once it hits your lips, all those questions should be answered.
Okay.
You ready?
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Oh, already got a little mist off the crack, so that's good. Cheers, boys.
I'll start off. This has no flavor.
I don't like it.
Literally just zero flavor. Like there is
weird.
nothing there.
It's just carbonated.
It is just.
I just drank carbonation is what I feel like. With a little like hinty maybe orange zest.
It's like it's like orange, but you're just
Yeah.
eating the orange like peel. Just the outside of the orange.
I feel like I just got
chewing on the outside of the orange.
a carbonated bubble down the old windpipe right there.
Oh my god.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, so
No, this is the worst one that we've ever had. This might like at least
birthday cake bang.
I'll say this. At least birthday cake bang had a flavor. It was terrible through and through, but at least it gave me something.
No,
I
Steve.
had some sort of emotional tie to the birthday cake.
You can at least put your head down
This-
and get through this one.
This is just bland. This is just nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not. It doesn't taste horrible. Like you could chug it if you wanted to. It's not like too sweet.
If you don't
But
want
that's not
I'll
what I'm
drink yours
looking
too.
for.
Right, but I'm just saying, if you like, you could put this down. You wouldn't be like,
Should
finish
we?
halfway, I'm done. Just down it.
I don't think I could chug it. It's very
I would,
carbonated.
Dude,
I would eat the mic. I would just chew on this mic if I drank this whole thing.
I
at once.
feel every drink I feel here. I don't know what this is, but I feel it here. Yours is there?
Yeah, I feel it going down every time.
I feel like it's just
It's not great.
a puddle of bubbles right here. Okay, anyway, 1 to 10 it.
3.
Yeah, I'd probably go like 2.5.
2.5. I give it like the 4-ish, just purely because I've tasted birthday cake bang,
It is bad.
and I don't know what we
Got a
said.
boost. This one got a boost because of that drink.
Yeah, I think we put that one at like -5. That was pathetic. That was an awful attempt.
That's one of the worst things I've put
I don't
in my
know
mouth.
anything
It
about-
really is. But still, I don't know. At least it gave me something there.
I know zero about energy drink mixology, if that's what they call it. I could make one better than birthday cake bang.
I feel like this guy, like some guy was just sitting in his basement and just put a bunch of stuff together, and this is what came out.
Okay, now here we go. What physical event
Saying this is the
or activity would you?
bathtub meth of energy drinks.
The moonshiners down low. This is the prohibition. This is the prohibition era of energy drinks right here. So, okay, when do you drink this? Before what physical activity or any event that you might be going to?
Like if I'm late to a barbecue and I need to mow my lawn really fast, and I'll drink this and knock that out in.
Does it just taste like
maybe
lawn
10
clippings?
minutes. Yeah, maybe like 10 minutes. I'd be knocking that out. That's That's the event.
Siege?
Death.
Just want it to be over?
It's kind of giving me a headache, I think, from the carbonation. It's not great. I'm just gonna keep drinking it.
It's sitting in my...
Eventually, it'll go through. Like the caffeine will help out with the headache. Everything is
I'm coughing, but it's in my windpipe. Like,
Yeah, it kind of just sits there.
It does.
It's kind of
Oh,
frothy.
you do feel it just right
It
there.
just kind of hangs.
So I see two things. I see like super skinny white guy with his visor upside down and backwards a little bit, maybe in like some sort of bro tank, who just crushes these because he like thinks the look of them. You know what I mean? It's
So
like that
this is
guy.
the PBR of beers to you.
Pretty
So
much. But like,
bathtub meth
but way
and
douchier.
PBR.
But way douchier. Like
Okay.
not like redneck trying to crack beers and get drunk. This is like the guy who really wants like to look tough. I just burped in the mic because it is just God, dude. It's the most carbonated thing I've ever had in my life.
You're having a good day.
I know I'm old because I want like heartburn medication or something, like anything to get this out of my mouth. It's just here. Like it went from here, now it's here.
It's slowly just coming back, working its way back out.
Oh, I hate it, but I'm gonna drink the whole thing.
Oh god. Okay.
So
What do we got on the docket today?
we do have a decent amount. So, Mitch,
Hi, sir.
go like, give us like soft intro all the way to even like now where life took you, because Mitch has a cool story. Background for me: Mitch and I met in college when he transferred to Montana State to come play football. Now, currently works at Elite Speed with me, and yeah, I mean, so grew up here forever.
Grew up in Littleton.
Okay,
CO.
CO,
OG.
OG.
That's me.
Okay, went to Heritage High School.
Went to Heritage. Yep. Played every sport you
Some-
could imagine,
So Mitch was a freak.
except for badminton.
It's a good
I
sport.
didn't play
You
badminton.
didn't.
Pickleball?
I did not play pickleball.
Oh, it's a good
I
game.
should have played.
You weren't a
pickleball.
fan of the shuttlecock?
No, I wasn't a big shuttlecock guy.
Big shuttlecock guy.
There's a lot of cheating in that game, anyways.
Yeah, it's bull. So, and then, am I right or wrong here? You said, so baseball and football offered out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where for baseball, where for
So I
football?
was looking at going to TCU for both football and baseball.
Okay.
So I was waiting. It was always my dream to play D1 football. And so it was between me and a local guy down there in Fort Worth, Texas. And they ended up offering him and then offered me a preferred walk-on. So I didn't end up going. Couldn't afford TCU. So
Right. What is that? What is that out of state?
70s plus.
Like, because they're a private school already, right?
Yes.
So it doesn't even matter. In state, out of state, it don't matter.
Yeah,
like
it's
they're
70
yeah.
something, I think. It's,
A year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts. It's up there. I was like, I don't want to be in debt till I'm dead.
What is it?
Yeah.
What is
Pass that
Montana
on to your
State?
kids.
What is? She get an inheritance? Yeah, his dad.
200K in debt.
Yeah, our dad sucked, dude.
We also never had a house.
Um,
The 1987 Corolla that I slept in for 30 years.
what is Montana State a year? Do you have any idea? Like
It's
from
got to
out,
be like 18.
Yeah, I want to say like 17.
is that in or out?
That's out.
17.
In state, it's closer to probably like 6 to 8 or something, like 6 to 10.
So like you can get your full degree for half of a year
Oh, yeah.
for a semester at TCU.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So then everybody at TCU better be just super smart. Like if you put them on any test from anyone from Montana State,
You'd think.
they should be what 10 times smarter than us.
Yeah, but it never turns out that way. I mean, I had a teacher that went to Harvard for freaking poetry. Like, that was a mistake. You got into Harvard, you probably should have chose something a little bit better.
Guys, I need a Pepto. This is
Throw up
bad.
on the podcast.
I'm not kidding. This is the most carbonated thing I've ever
This
had.
may-
This is rough.
Jeez,
I'm
dude.
trying to hold it in.
So sick. Okay, so then high school's done. You go to Air Force. What decided that?
It was my next D1 offer. I had them and possibly TCU. Didn't get TCU, and had a bunch of D1 AA's and D2s, but it was always like my dream since I was little to play D1 football. Like that's what I set my goal to be. So it was Air Force, and I knew like I grew up in a pretty strict household. Like my dad and my mom were hard on me, so I was like, getting yelled at wouldn't have bugged me at all. So
Right.
I knew I could handle that part of it, and so I went there for 2.5 years. I went to the prep school my first year, and then because they can't really redshirt, so they sent a lot of the athletes to the prep school first. So did that for a full year. Played top-ranked junior colleges in the country.
And the prep school is like still.
It's still on the campus.
Okay.
But it's not up on the hill. With the
You're
academy.
not connected.
No, so it's like everyone's on like the same level. So it's
What's
not
what's the biggest difference from
So
like if I were to walk in day one to the prep school and then day one to this actual school?
So the actual school is run by the juniors and seniors.
Oh, okay.
And there's no sophomores, juniors, or seniors at the prep school. It's just everyone in the same grade. And so it was super fun. I got a ton of fun. That's where I met some of my best friends, like Keith Link.
Yeah, it's my guy.
Boy.
That's my guy.
He went to the prep school with me, so yeah, I went
Damn.
there for a year and then up to the academy. So that's a total of 9 weeks of basic training, which sucked, but it was cool. At the same time,
It's like the cool suck.
Got some good stories. I got tear gassed.
One of my friends went through basic training 3 times.
You get tear gassed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get tear gassed.
Is that the one where you gotta like put milk in your eyes or something or you gotta do something to?
They didn't give me milk.
I'll cry it out.
No, it was just snot just everywhere.
Oh.
It was terrible. It was the worst. It was the worst thing that I've ever been through.
So it's like drinking this a lot.
Yeah, it was like pouring this in your eyes, and that was it.
That is rad.
But yeah,
Okay.
so
And then made the trek to Montana State,
the
and
trek to Montana State,
you and I lived happily ever after.
and the rest is history.
I love it. That's awesome. I don't know if you know this, but this guy went to the University of Montana.
Yep.
We can
Played
fight.
O-line.
We can fight.
We used to say the best thing that we were ever going to think about doing is we were going to stage a fight between he and I. Like senior year, cat grizz. And he was going to just hop the fence, run out there. And I was just going to just truck him. And we were just going to pretend, like have this big fight out there on the field. And then I feel like the way we should have ended that we never talked about is like mid-fight, I just grab you and hug you. And then we became best friends forever.
I
But
think I think I would have died first. Like I honestly think everybody else on your team would have just killed me. Like Mitch would have just come out and just bolted me, and it would have been out cold. Yeah, like it wouldn't have.
You swinging my helmet at you.
Yeah, it just Miles Garrett me right, like came on.
Is
the
he
field.
still playing?
Yeah, he's back.
He's back?
He back. He got reinstated.
That's awesome. What about Mason Rudolph?
Yeah, I mean he
Still has
sucks.
I mean,
I think
still
he's
has
on the bench.
He still has a dent in his head. He's good. He's fine. I think he's
That was the best thing I've ever seen in sports history. That was up there with Mike Tyson biting an ear off.
It really was. It's
Yeah.
like momentous.
When you take a guy's
Like
own
history.
helmet and hit him in the head with it,
All right, well, let's debate this. All right, so let's go through each of the major sports here. What we got? We've got in football, of course, you got Myles Garrett just bashing. You got Tyson biting an ear off. Basketball, you have
Meta World Peace fighting the
going out
stands.
into the
Literally thinking
stands.
that. Run
You
out
got
the
him going to the stands. Baseball, you've got
the Astros cheating.
yeah, but I mean, I guess I know some
Acts
stories
of
from minor
violence.
league stuff just because of the Dodger stuff. Like I heard some stories there, but major league.
Was that Major League when the guy took the trash can and put it right where the umpire stands?
I think so.
Nope, that was
Was that
minor
minors?
league.
That was
the
minors?
best
But that
move
is one of
I've
the
ever
greatest
seen.
videos of all time. That is
thing I've ever
amazing.
You have to be so mad to walk all the way back, grab a trash can, walk all the way out, sit it down, and then walk all the way out again.
Proudly marched. Like,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
very excited.
Do you think that
He
was like?
premeditated that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that had to be planned, right?
Sure.
He's like, watch the next umpire piss me off. I'm gonna do this. Do you think his buddy was like, perfect time, perfect time?
Yeah, you gotta
Get the trash can. It's right here. It's right here. Sorry, get him. Oh, coach, it's fine. Get him. Yeah, that's awesome. So another question we'll go into. So post boom now elite speed. We're here, training going. Now go anything that you want to talk about. So I know stream started up for you. Everything outside of work now. Like what have hobbies been?
Well, not much going on right now. Like, probably streaming is like the big thing. I get home, I'm just tired as hell. I just want to go and just chill on my computer.
You should have saw this guy's outfit yesterday.
Oh, I was ready to play Among Us, and so I was like, and I haven't played before. And Taylor's like, dude, you got to get on.
That's a
we
good
got
game.
to get this going. So I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna get into it. So
It's so fun.
I put on the wig, I was like, they're never gonna suspect it.
He had the best disguise ready for this game.
I had the dark glasses ready to go.
Like in case
I
someone was gonna stream snipe him, they'd be like, still don't know where he's
Just has
at.
no idea. The
Dang,
poker
that's not
face is
Mitchell.
on the stream.
And then I didn't even end up playing Among Us last night.
Yeah, you got to get into
So I'll throw
character.
it back on it.
I'm telling
Maybe a
you,
different
dude.
wig. I have plenty of disguises.
Because CG you've played it, right? Or seen it?
See, I've played it before,
Right.
because that game is like 2 or 3 years old.
Right.
It's crazy that it exploded now.
So were people just not using Discord to play it, and that's why it wasn't fun?
People just weren't playing it. Like the thing is, the crazy thing about that game is that like it initially came out like several years back. I mean, it's a cool game. They kept supporting it, I think, little bit by little bit. I think they added like there's a couple maps. There's like 4 maps, I think, now, right? Or
Three.
something. 3 maps. 3 maps.
I'm sure 4 is
and
coming
they
now.
basically were gonna let the thing. They were leaving it out to pasture. Among Us 2 was supposed to come out like this week.
Oh, really?
So when all of a sudden, I'm guessing they announced Among Us 2. There was a couple streamers who saw Among Us 2 was coming out, and they hopped on Among Us 1, and all of a sudden the thing just exploded. And since it's such a nice like passing time type game, like it's perfect for streaming.
Oh, yeah. It takes
So-
no skill.
No.
Nothing at all. I mean, you can interact with your community because you're on silent 3/4 of the time, so
Oh, yeah.
you don't actually have to talk with anybody
It's
you're playing with.
Ideal.
You can set up and play with your community stress-free because you don't have to actually interact with any of them. It's hurting. Dude, this thing is brutal.
This is rad.
So they canceled Among Us 2.
Yeah. And they're just
Cancel
going to update 1.
Yep,
Really?
they're
Oh,
just
they're just
going
gonna
to
keep
basically take.
updating?
Now,
Yeah.
when they say they canceled Among Us 2, all that they're doing is they're going to take all the shit that they made for Among Us
put it
2
in
and
there,
put
yeah.
it into Among Us.
then
They're
But
smart, though.
yeah, exactly. And like now that they have it out on like the mobile one has completely exploded because it's so easy to hop in there. Like if you're just sitting around doing nothing,
Yeah,
traveling around,
so
like
smart.
you could just jump on there.
Right.
And
I
so-
got to say, I
man.
love that it just destroyed Fall Guys.
is Fall Guys still going? Is like it's still
don't
going
know.
strong?
I
Yeah,
never
but
got
it
into Fall
fell.
Guys.
So it literally, best
I've
part
watched
about
them
it,
play, but I haven't
Fall Guys, whoever was running their Twitter was the most cocky asshole I've ever seen. Like, after the 3rd tweet, I was like, I'm about to stop playing this game and just try to fight this guy.
what was he saying?
Just like, I'll pull him back up because I don't want to misphrase anything, but it just felt so arrogant. And then they kept trying to blow up Tim the Tap Man like crazy. And it just felt like shut up. You know what I mean? Just stop. Just stop. That was the best way I could put it. And then, boom, Among Us hits. Week later, Fall Guys had like 300 and something thousand viewers always. And they were just talking shit. Like, never thought we'd make it to 1 million followers. Look at us now. Blah, blah, blah. Now they're at like 5,000 viewers. It's like, yeah, suck it. Like, all of your people left and went to Among Us. So
I mean, that's the thing with those games, though. I mean, and that's how it is. It's weird because as a game developer, like if you look at game developers, what the hell do you do? Like you can create a game that you know is going to be like that hit for like a couple weeks and might get you that bank, that get you some of that bank, but it's not
Yeah.
going to last. So what do
Yeah.
you do? Like, do you just have that and then have a bunch of other games on the side that you know that you're like your more passion projects and just make something over here, like what battle royales were for a second there?
Like, I'm
Everyone's trying to
sure
make a battle royale.
Among Us will probably fall about as fast as Fall Guys did.
Probably.
Yeah, the thing I'll say, but the one thing I think that Among Us has over Fall Guys
play
is
with
that
friends.
you can play with friends on your phone. So like,
But the
and
hard
not
part-
only, and
have you
it's
ever
just
played it
like
without
a
friends?
easygoing game.
Yeah.
Playing it without friends sucks. It's
Sure,
not fun.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Because like I did that last night where there was like 2 people that I normally play with and then like 5 people I didn't know. One kid I was just like, I'm gonna mute this kid. I get I have to listen to him at some point, but I can't. I'm gonna mute him. And then everybody else I was like, I don't know you at all. Like I don't know how to lie to you. I don't know when you're lying.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird.
Yeah. And you're like, and it's new people that you're like kind of know. So the first time you see him, you're like, you're lying, bro. You're lying. I don't know you, and I know that we're never gonna have a friendship because of this game now. But you're lying. And they're like, I'm not lying. You're lying. Like, you just start going at it, and you're like, I'm gonna fight this guy I've never met. Like I was
Yeah.
about to be like, here's my address. Catch me outside.
It is kind of that is a weird dynamic though. Like in terms
Yeah.
of multiplayer, you know, like just having to interact with random people in that kind of setting is weird.
But
yeah. And I don't know if it's really sustainable in terms of like long-term growth of a video game, but I mean, that company right now, why not just run with what you got?
Oh, yeah.
But full time, like, yeah, when you got a full squad, it is the funniest game I've
It's
ever played.
amazing, yeah, and I think that's why. I mean, it's going to be the consummate party game too. I mean, you're going to have that people now know about, and it's free that you can just hop in and play, just like how whenever I have game nights and stuff like that, like Jackbox,
Oh,
like
yeah.
those types of games, like
For sure.
man, it's going to be in that same category. You have people over, just all right, well. Among Us, everybody just turn on your phone real quick.
coolest
and
part-
we'll just,
this
you can
game-
scream each other in the same room.
Exactly.
This is one game I have seen people that are like not gamers get into. Like, there's a girl that we train. She's like, I don't think she's ever actually watched a full video game or like a friend play one. And she's like, yeah, my friends want me to play Among Us. And she's like, have you heard of it? I was like, oh no, tell me about it. But she was like, and she is, she was like, I don't know what I'm doing. She's like, but yeah, I guess we're all gonna go hang out and play it. And I was like, that's amazing that a video game, because otherwise they're like, everyone's like, video games are dumb. If you find games like that, is like those kind of games blow up the video game world because then everyone has a respect for it. But unfortunately, I have felt that this game has made me start lying a lot more in real life, just so I'm getting better at the
Got to keep
game.
the skills up.
Like dumb stuff.
Practicing outside.
Like super dumb stuff. Like Blondie will be upstairs. She's like, when girls do that one where they're like, they'll be like, babe, I'll get the laundry done later. And they see it's not done. And they're like, hey, babe, did you do the laundry? Like as they're standing at it, like, yeah, I did it. Just like, on the pile. I friggin' did it. She's like, are you sure? Did you do the laundry? Like, trying to flip it back on her.
It's been done for an hour.
Yeah, so now I'm out here
done for
just,
an hour.
I'm lying to it. It's done. It's done. Those clothes are clean. Yeah. So now I'm just a full-fledged liar all the time just to get better at a video game.
And that's like, I feel like Among Us is one of those that like you said, like people
Done.
who don't play video games are starting to play video games. It's kind of like the gateway drug
Yeah,
of video games.
which is good.
It makes people that aren't gamers into gamers.
I mean, you got to try it at least once, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think we talked about this with Marcus. Is that it's kind of nice, like with mobile games and that kind of stuff, and the games like these that explode, you see a lot of growth with, and a lot of other people get into games that weren't in games beforehand.
No.
It's actually kind of nice because then it might get them to play something else, like try a story-based game, try something else, get into the game a little bit more and give it a little bit more respect than it already has,
Which
is not much.
Speaking
most
of-
the time.
I got the utmost respect when Mitch's response to me that his favorite video game of all time was Mario Kart, aka Beerio Kart.
Oh, dude.
And I just had the most respect. I got to be
I
honest
got
with
a
you.
fun thing I'm building that I'll tell you about later.
Please
Yeah.
do.
I want to know.
I'll tell you later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So there's I remember I was super good at Mario Kart or Beerio Kart because I didn't drink.
Then it's not
No, but I'm just saying.
slosh back of water and
No, you have to have like your co-pilot would drink for you. So like you have to be stopped. But I'll tell you what, because like game 10, 11, people start going off that track a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
And you're still just cooking. Like, you're not drinking and
pedal
driving. You're
metal.
just money.
Just
Yeah,
talking-
round the first 5 tough
talking
fights.
mess,
Yeah,
getting people riled up.
Yeah,
and
so-
distracted.
this is big time. But like you said, that's just. I mean, video games are dope when they just, hey, drink for me and I'll drive.
It's one of the best. That's one of the best games ever. Like getting a huge group together and like
Yeah.
everybody doing tournaments.
Did you ever do the
Yep.
Wii one?
I did. I didn't like it as much.
Drove me nuts.
I don't
didn't
like
like
that wheel. It never
wheel's weird.
felt right. I don't know.
Makes me so mad.
It was weird. There was some good Wii games though. Wii tennis.
Oh god, Wii tennis.
Wii bowling.
Wii bowling,
was good.
yeah.
Wii, like Wii Mario.
Basically,
Olympics.
just a Wii Sports. is
Oh
Wii
my
Sports in
God.
general was- yeah, it was-
What was the
So
one where
good.
you had to remember the skiing one where you had to be on the fit board and you would jump and like
Yeah, it wasn't like the you jump as far as you possibly
Yeah.
can downhill.
but you have to like stay on your toes.
Yeah.
I watched
Chair's having a rough
That
time.
poor chair.
It's fine. It still works.
We just need some duct tape.
You know I'm just gonna go straight through the bottom at some point too. But I watched a video of a guy, and that's one that we got to pull up someday. You probably saw it. The guy jumps and he's like on his tippy toes, and the board like flips on him because he's got so much weight, and he goes right into his TV and just smashes the TV. This is the best video I've ever seen. So I was like,
Oh.
after that, I was trying to bait people into playing it to see if I could see that happen in real life. I'd like put it really close to the TV. I'm like, you really gotta get to the edge of this thing for it to count. Oh, it was great. One game that we talk about too much now, and Chad, I think this will reunite the squad, is Apex Legends is about to be crossplay this
I
month.
actually played that on PC a little bit ago for the first time.
Mitch is disgusting.
That's what I've heard. I heard you can carry me to some victories here.
That's my game. Been playing that since I think it's been out for like 3 years now. 2 years.
It's been
Sure,
about
2 years.
I
That's
think
2
it's
years.
been about
2 years.
2 years.
Oh, by
Yeah.
the way, I
sure,
meant to tell you that I was a better Wraith than you, not Phantom.
I was like, what are you talking about?
No,
Same
he's
thing.
He's on road.
Same thing.
Same
Yeah.
thing, but
Same,
different.
same, but different.
Same,
But
but
still
completely different.
You're gonna have to find any character.
That's fine.
Okay, good.
I'll
That's the
play
only.
whoever.
I don't know how to play anybody else.
I'm a bloodhound type person.
Bloodhound. Hey, Bloodhound's nasty now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like to let
They buffed
everybody
it.
else know where the people are.
Yeah.
And then I shoot and don't hit anything.
Just meat shield.
I'll
Meat
just
shield.
meat shield it from there.
Just run around
Yeah.
and
I'll let you know where
just
they
yell
are.
and scream.
Yeah.
Who's the crackhead in that game?
Octane.
He's pretty
Octane.
fun.
Yeah, you like.
He's good, clean family fun.
I heard they
Yeah,
destroyed
he-
Pathfinder.
Yeah, they did.
Pathfinder was a cool character, and I heard that they completely nerfed like how his grapple thing.
Yeah, you couldn't get away from him. It
It's
was so
like-
frustrating.
Yeah, what it's like
You can't-
30
it's like
seconds now with a
35
cooldown.
seconds.
Oh,
Yeah, it's tough. But yeah,
brutal.
Octane, I think, puts this like he just puts this in a syringe and then just.
I feel like I could go jump off his launch pad right now. I'm feeling good, and I'll just be indigestion the whole way up.
It's tough.
I'm not, dude. I just want to keep
It does
clearing
hurt.
my throat.
It's just sitting
bad.
right here.
I
It's
don't-
like, yeah, is it
It's
like right
it's sitting
here?
right here.
This is the
I'm not
longest
leaving.
energy drink review ever because it keeps coming back. I feel like I have to keep clearing my throat this whole time.
God, it's terrible. I don't like that second map.
The World's Edge one.
Yeah, the one with lava. I am not a fan.
I like both maps. I think
Maybe it's just because I haven't played on it very much.
Yeah.
But like the dispersal of the town stuff is funky to me. Like how like a couple of the areas seem like they're down in a canyon, and so your only way is to get back up on top of a hill, which you don't know what's up there. There's another town on the far side, and you're just gonna run into someone after grappling up or taking the balloon thing up or whatever. And it was kind of funky, but maybe that's just a product of me not knowing hot zones and,
Yeah, you
drop
also
and,
just-
and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And also I'm bad, so it doesn't help either. But
No, I mean I don't know. I just think it's cool to like be in a different setting.
yeah,
I don't like even if it's good or bad. Like people always have good or bad reviews of maps, whatever game.
for sure.
So I mean I think it's cool. And then I think like season 7 they're gonna come out with a brand new map, brand new legends.
Oh,
like,
really?
It's gonna be wild and crossplay is coming. So
See, I'm excited.
That's
That would be
massive,
sick.
dude.
Yeah,
Okay,
crossplay
because
stuff is cool.
I mean, I don't even know what I played. Like, I kind of went back to Warzone a little bit, but I'm literally just trying to scratch the Battle Royale itch until Apex is going.
Apex, yeah.
Because it's like, meh.
Apex was good, man, on PC. Do you play mouse keyboard or do you play with controller?
Controller.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't think it makes a difference, but
What
just
have you
wondering.
tried both?
see, yeah, my thumbs don't work for some reason with a controller. Like I've always been bad at first-person shooters with a controller. Like Halo, I was the
I mean, it's
kid
hard-
who was
it's
like
hard, dude.
5 and 20.
Yeah.
Like I just can't hit shit.
If you-
Like, I'm just
I went and
so
watched-
bad
This
at.
guy on our team.
Yeah.
I watched one of like my first like clips from a stream when it was still on controller, especially like Fortnite. If I was going to aim at you right now, my path was like,
Yeah. God, yeah.
but I would just do full like circles around people, and then I would just get so pissed. Like I was right on his head, and then I watched it, and I'm like, it's just outlining the guy. Yeah.
I mean, when I first started playing video games, I like go back and watch clips of me playing before I got like really competitive in like Apex Legends and stuff. Dude, it was bad. Like it was really bad.
Just shooting
Like,
at
it was
feet and
bad.
stuff. Yeah.
It was terrible. I'm like, wow.
Like I totally understand. Like, you know, anytime you're at a party and people are like, "Oh, I don't really play this game," and you look at them like, "You kind of suck." Like, oh, at least you're trying.
Yeah.
I feel like that was yeah.
Back in
That's
the day, yeah.
that's still me sometimes. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I feel like mouse and keyboard is 10 times better.
I like mouse and keyboard. I'm still not great at it, but I feel like I'm more consistent, of course, with like a mouse and keyboard, even without the aim assist and stuff like that. With the controller, like
Yeah.
I even with like you could give me the freaking Fortnite aim assist, it did not matter. Like Call of Duty aim assist, it does not matter. I can't hit shit with a controller, just all over the place. Like,
That's when you just sit in the
so
corner.
bad.
You're like, I hope someone comes
Yeah.
down this one spot.
Yeah. Like back in the day in Call of Duty, I was the dude who like, all right, give me the scar. Now I found a nice building, and I've kind of cornered myself here. And there's about 3 spots that these people can come.
He's
up
got like
through
12
here.
claymores
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's like-
Don't come in here, please. Has anybody tried the Avengers game that came out or seen anything?
Hell no.
I heard it's cool.
I have not. I don't feel like I can pay $60 for that right now.
Chad's so mad at the entire like superhero world right now that I don't even think. Have you even seen a clip from that game yet?
Yes. Yeah, I watched some stuff on it. Like, it's an intriguing concept because I actually liked the... I don't know. I don't think you can really call it predecessor to this. Marvel Heroes.
Did they make a new character with these big floppy hands? Is that what this is?
No, so she's a real character. She's actually a cool
Elastigirl?
Like, basically. Her name is Kamala Khan. She is a Miss Marvel, basically. And so she has her own comic book line and everything like
She's
that.
a descendant of Genghis Khan.
That'd be dope. That'd be a good storyline. Send her back in time.
I'm Stanley at this point. Like I got it down. I got it.
But so she's a legit character. Apparently, she's like the best character in that game. Like that, people really like her. But I don't know. I really like what was, I guess you could consider the predecessor to this, which is Marvel Heroes, where you got a bunch of heroes. You ran. It was more of a dungeon crawler though, of sorts, and a looter that way. But for some reason, this one, $60 for the base game, and then every hero that comes out after that point is technically free. But you have to buy a battle pass for every single one of those characters to get all of their unlocks. Each of those is $10 a piece.
Dude, they're looting. They're
On
looting you at this
top,
point.
yep, on top of other
looting you at this point.
microtransactions in the game.
And you know everyone's gonna buy those microtransactions.
100%. Yeah.
Like, it's not
Sounds legit.
Yeah, sounds like a
Sounds
good
great.
time.
I'll
Can't
try
wait
it.
to spend $200 on that game.
Yeah.
Wait, and it's Yeah, no, not worth
The
it.
thing that turned me off about that game, I haven't even watched much gameplay on it, but like I looked at Captain America and it wasn't Captain America from the movies, and I was like, I'm done. Can't do
Same
it.
with Thor.
That's
Thor
the
looks
thing
so
is,
weird.
None of them are. None of them
See,
are.
that freaked me out. I was like, these aren't the real characters.
Yeah.
Who is this
A
guy?
knockoff.
Especially when they own the rights to those people.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
But Crystal Dynamics does not, and they would have to pay each of those actors. Is the problem? So
Cough it up. From my
that's what I'm
experience.
saying.
Yeah,
like,
come on.
cough it up if you're going to do this type of a game, but you
cheap
have to pay for
bastards.
their likeness and their license to actually put them in the game. But they didn't do that. It's a completely different voice cast. Like none of the actual people are voicing the
No,
characters in this.
I'm
It's
not
just
getting it.
a bunch of different people and a completely different deal. So I don't know. It's just
weird.
not.
This is fully
for
broken
me.
now. It's not even snapping back in, shit.
Yeah, you completely destroyed my chair. Well, now you're gonna snap it forward.
Sorry, bro. I'm huge. Speaking of Marvel, Mando 2 comes out. The old Mandalorian 2. We saw the
Oh,
commercial for it.
I cannot wait.
So
October,
excited.
right?
Yeah.
Like beginning of October.
This is the way, baby.
First good thing Star Wars has made since like 1978.
Dude, and Baby Yoda's back.
Baby Yoda.
What do you think? Are they picking up straight? Do you think they'll pick up straight off of it, like right off the last episode?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they want to drag the sucker out for as long as they can.
Where did it end? I do not remember.
I don't know if we should spoil that.
Yeah, let's not spoil it.
If you haven't watched it now,
It
who
hasn't
are
been
you?
That long.
Really?
No, hasn't even been a year. Because you got to remember that they also release them
Week by week.
weekly. So we'll let that one slide.
If you haven't seen it yet, just
Watch
don't
it.
don't
Take-
talk to me in real life.
Great show.
Oh yeah.
If you see me on the streets, don't talk to me until you've seen it.
So good.
If you catch me outside again,
Catch me outside.
don't do it. Mitch saw Real Life Iron Man.
Oh,
Real
did
life.
you saw that whole situation? Wasn't there? Didn't that show up in the news or something?
I mean, I saw a video. I didn't see it in real life.
Yeah.
But this dude was flying around aircraft carriers and like boats in an actual jetpack, not like the water jetpacks out of the jet skis. No. This dude had like a jet propelled thing. He was going like 120 miles an hour, hovering on the water. Like it was incredible. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
What?
And he
Did
could
they
control
never find
himself
him,
and
too?
turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
He
mean,
could-
it makes
he could
sense,
control
right?
himself, like turn, flip, do it. Like it was insane.
Doesn't make
saw
sense.
that.
Like,
It's
how are we not
crazy.
at that point?
I don't know.
I think we are. I think that they're just hot some of that stuff.
All I know is like,
Incredible.
Do you
So
think we're
cool.
just waiting for a giant war to come out, and then we just got like actual
soldiers
like
on
shock
jetpacks?
troopers that
Japan is clearly gearing up. Did you see what Japan made?
No, what?
They made a 18-story freaking tall Gundam
I
that
did
they're
see
just
that. They were like moving.
just
Yeah, they were like moving around and stuff. It was pretty
running
cool.
around. It has
like Pacific
Full-
Rim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally, it was huge.
What is the what do they call it in Power Rangers when they all form up?
Isn't it like a mega? What is it?
Oh, what is
Megazord
it?
or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you got
Megazord?
it. Nice.
Like how
Yeah.
many people does it take to operate that?
Couldn't tell you. Yeah,
One each limb.
yeah, you got.
Do they break off into like animals? Wow, dude, really? I don't want to fight them now. How do you beat that?
If they have Megazords, we're done. we're done.
Oh, cute jetpacks. Poof. Megazord backhand.
Yeah, that would not be.
How do you fight a Megazord?
You can't.
Oh God, I've broken this too much. I'm
That's
sorry.
tough.
I feel really bad about it. That's
Oh man.
I want one. What do you think the going cost on a Megazord is these days?
Depends. Are you going black market or and also are you going like used or do you want one new?
You want to lease it?
Yeah, do you want to lease it?
What is the insurance on a Megazord?
Also,
right
are we going electric powered or coal powered? Like we have things that we have to figure out.
It just
here.
better not have a plug-in because I don't want to be restricted on movement. If I gotta be on an outlet,
Carry
I'm gonna be a little
6,000
pissed.
extension cords with you.
You just have to be plugged straight into like a power plant. If you come fight me over here, I'll whoop your ass.
Does it have Bluetooth?
Yeah, that's
You
a
know what
big
I mean?
thing. Does
Like,
it have?
We better be cranking tunes when I'm.
It better be
fighting a
external
Megazord.
speakers too, because if they can't hear what I'm bringing, then it's a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you what, if I got Black Sabbath going while I'm walking into a fight,
Can you imagine?
they're just gonna turn and run.
Unstoppable.
Like when Mega Godzilla comes out of the water and I gotta fight him, if he just hears like Highway to Hell, he's gonna be like, no.
Going back away for a few thousand.
Y'all got Megazords? Shoot, I'm out of here.
Can you imagine if that's what war evolved to? Fighting in giant Megazord suits.
Yeah, just like, you're gonna shoot a nuke and it just catches it out of the air.
Yeah, and then eats it.
That's a power source. Just
Where are we going with this? How have we not made this? Oh, I guess it has been made many times, aka Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Did you watch that movie?
Oh yeah, and the second.
I haven't seen it. It's like
They're good.
I heard
Dude,
the first
it's
one's
good.
really good.
It's good.
It's
really,
like
really good.
so weirdly good. I remember someone gave me a really like bad review on it, and then I watched it like later in the day. And it's just like, what a cool concept.
Dude, it's sick. They're nuclear powered.
It's true. Yeah, it is very.
It's cool. You have to have two pilots. So like one's right hemisphere, one's left hemisphere, and they have to work together, and like they have to sync up
So like if you
through
s-
their
Oh.
minds.
That's cool.
It's a pretty cool concept, honestly. If you haven't seen it, definitely
I'll check that out.
check that one out.
That sounds
no,
sweet.
see,
It's good.
I want just one person Megazord.
Just one guy.
Yeah, like if I can't operate on my own, I'm gonna be a little upset.
So I think it should be a team game, one each limb.
Would you rather own a Megazord or would you rather just get to the point of where it's just like the Cyberpunk video game where you can just like go to a doctor and just be like, yo, I'm not liking my arms anymore. Can you give me
Exchange
some
them
with
out.
some like some blades and shit in it or something?
We were just talking
Actually-
about that today.
Well, I was gonna say it might not be a bad idea because I've been doing all this Among Us training. So like if you and I were in a Megazord and like we stepped on something and we got to pay for it, I'm blaming you. I'm well trained at this point. I'll be
You are.
fine.
And
I do
haven't
need a
played Among Us,
scapegoat.
so I would probably take the blame.
I need. I did it.
It was me.
I did it. It wasn't me, but I did it. I'm not even gonna fight this. Sorry, what you said. So basically, just become your own robot.
Yeah, do you just want to just become like an android?
No, because I also had this talk.
I don't either. I'm just
Well,
But
I mean,
it'd be cool.
it would be cool, but you could be hacked.
I do think
Which
of like
is terrifying.
Barry from Archer.
That's true. Yeah.
Like he's OP as heck. But
yeah,
here's what I'm saying. Okay, let
but
me
that's where you go is Barry from Archer.
because the
Not
final
the
season's coming
Terminator.
up. The final
Nowhere
season.
else
Archer.
is,
The final season's on my mind. All right, don't judge me. But here's what I'm thinking. We had this talk the other day, and this is like this one we can come back to because it might be deeper. Maybe I talked to you about this. Would you take the option, and you could tell like for your whole family, however you want to do it? Would you take the option of putting a tracking like locator chip in your kids someday?
No.
Okay. But also think about this scenario after you have an entire like sex trafficking, human abduction conversation and how close and like real life that is. Because someone told me about this after this huge debacle in Denver and all this craziness. And I was like, that is a lot closer than I thought. I thought this was like,
Yeah.
from all this craziness, not near me. And I was like, okay, I could walk there. That's frightening where this is happening. So then I was like, you know what? Worth it. I don't even care. I would love to have a tracker of my kids. I'll put one in me. And then I'll store it in a room somewhere and be like, Blonde, if I'm gone for too long, track me. Because I really don't need privacy. I shouldn't be afraid of where you know where I am anyway. And my kids better not be afraid.
Are you talking about a localized tracker though that's only going point to point? Because the problem that I see with it is that you have a tracker in everybody that is held in a hub somewhere else that is in a like cloud-based system that you can just reach out. So if anybody hacks that, they know where every single person is. So
that's like the scary part.
Say that database for some reason gets taken by sex traffickers, if you really want to swing around to that situation, they know where every child is.
Yeah, but on the other hand, that's why I also said it would have to be like, I don't want Amazon to have it. It would have to be like a very centralized, local, like super badass security team or something like that. But
they always get bought out is the problem.
Right. But I don't know. Like if my kid's gone for too long, I'm going to go Liam Neeson on them and just start.
I will find you.
Yeah.
And I will kill you.
Exactly.
I get where you're coming from.
concept.
Like I understand.
It's
all
worth it
of
in my
that
mind.
concern,
Even if my kid's
but-
like, you can track me? I'm like, yeah. Do you want to be some fat guy's sex slave someday? No, you're welcome. So anyway, sorry, take it back.
Yeah.
Here's where that
We're getting
rabbit
into a
hole.
dark
Wait, I didn't want to go
territory.
this far. Here's where the rabbit hole leads back to. What if, like, that's why I don't really want mechanical parts in me that are too high tech and smart, because those have to link to your brain. And I don't want someone to be like, what if they could just like iRobot it and turn in, like, now you just have armies of people being operated by these cyborg parts put in your body. I'm good.
Yeah, but isn't there like robotic stuff right now? They're like prosthetic limbs that you can move on your own, like through your own nerve, like on your own nervous system.
Yeah, so they have a couple of those things that they've tested out. I know what you're talking about. It's crazy. I don't know how they're doing the neural pathing to actually make that
But how do we
happen.
know that doesn't go the other way? Like they could signal into that controls your nerves.
Well, I think it's like having to key into like your neural path of your body, I would assume. Like there's no way that they could. I don't think that there's like an external source that's telling the arm like what to do. I think that it's like your own neural pathing. So it's localized to your body.
That's what you think.
I mean, yeah, sure. I
So you
mean,
start punching yourself in the face.
I mean, I'm
with
just
it.
saying it's the same situation with your tracker. You think that it's only point to point when it could be everybody. Like, you don't know. That's how all this shit is. This is why everything is getting so ridiculous. That would be terrible, by the way. Just punch yourself in the face till you die.
I can't stop. I can't stop.
Trying to just hold your arm down. It's just like Amazon, just with their crap that they're putting out nowadays. Did you see the thing that I sent you? What the little mess? What their new product is? Didn't they?
Maybe. I don't
They
know.
have a mini drone
Oh yeah.
that now gets programmed into your house. It ties into like the Alexa system, and when you say you leave the house and you're out and about, this mini drone will undock itself, scan your house. It's got a camera on it, a motion and a sound sensor within it, and it'll just security throughout your whole house. It'll just fly around and just run the perimeter, making sure nothing weird is going on in your house. Who the fuck wants that?
That's kind of sketchy.
I'll take it.
But like, what's the difference from that and like having household like cameras that go into the cloud kind of thing? You know?
For me, exactly. Well, I don't like in-house cameras either. I'd rather just have like something on like my front doorstep or something like that. Like I wouldn't put cameras in my house really. Maybe I would.
Dude, I want
If
the
they're
full.
localized, I don't know.
I want the full library bookshelf revolving door
Sure.
into a
Around
CIA room with cameras everywhere.
But if it's localized to your
Right.
house, I guess it's one thing where like you're just tracking it all yourself, but everything's syncing off. I guess the difference for me is that this thing is connected up to a Amazon Cloud interface, I would assume, or like the Ring interface, and that whole system, the whole Ring interface system, by the way, has just back doors built into it for police to be able to backdoor in and just watch any camera that a Ring is a part of.
But don't
so
come to
if
my
this
front
system
door.
is a part of that. Any of them can just backdoor in and just watch your house for a good while, which is funky. As this thing just kind of flies around, which I don't like.
It's kinda
I just
weird.
don't like cameras like that, I guess. It
All I
terrifies
know-
me.
I don't like robots.
I'm not. I'm not breaking into anybody's house with a drone flying around
Hell
it.
no.
It's true. Yeah.
Because
Does it
then
have,
the
like,
next
does it have like flashlights if it's dark?
a taser.
You know?
And that's just a taser. Thump. Just hit your cat as it's running by.
Can you imagine?
It's like an assault drone.
You get home and there's just like 30 paralyzed animals in your front door.
Dude, you know what they should do? They should make a taser one. They should let it outside. As if you have like a rat problem or something like that. Let the son of bitches patrol
kinda
outside and then just drill rats with the taser. Just
You better
have
hope it's really good at identifying a rat.
well, who cares? I mean, whatever's back there, drill it.
Yeah, until it's like
Squirrel.
your kids
Night
are.
night.
God, I told you
I
it's
got Timmy again.
Yeah,
Jimmy, I told you the drones were out right now. You're not supposed to go into the backyard.
From 4 to 4:30. Not supposed to be out there. You know
It's like
the rules.
mowing,
You
it's like
know
mowing the
rules.
lawn. It's a single track.
God.
That would be so funny.
This world is terrifying.
I could, but I mean, it's getting there. Like, we're eventually going to be a world of robotics.
Yeah. Have
Like,
either
the
of you guys
drones are going to
played?
be here, and we're not. Like, we're going to have to just
Yeah.
evolve into that lifestyle. It's
Yeah.
just, it's what's gonna be.
Well, Amazon finally got approved, I think, for their drone system to deliver packages. I think.
They do it in Seattle.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it
it's
got, I think
sick.
it got like a nationwide approval
Oh, really?
finally. Yeah, I think
I'm
because they've
cool
been
in
fighting for
Seattle.
that for a
I'm
while.
alright with that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be
actually.
kind of interesting to see it kind of happen. Just be, it's gonna be weird the first time it comes to my house and I just hear.
You know what it reminds
this
me of?
drone comes down.
What was
Christmas,
the?
Christmas there's just 100 drones just flying over your house.
It's gonna be just like flocks of drones. They'd be
My
flying
God.
in a V formation.
I love the people that are just trying to shotgun down. Like, how many people are gonna be shooting down these Amazon drones and just getting free packages?
Well, I think they all
They
have
better get
trackers
up there.
on them. Like, there's no way it's gonna actually happen as much as people think.
I'll do it. Just see if I can hit it.
Just fire one out there to see what happens.
Slingshot,
Yeah, it's like
man.
free. It's just free target
Take the
practice.
shotgun out, put in a slug, let one go, see what happens.
Like, I just picture like the day one of them flies over the Duck Dynasty guy's house. He just got no idea. Just putting
True.
it down.
I mean, yeah, I wonder how they're gonna like control that or like prosecute people that are shooting drones down.
I don't know.
Tasers on their drones.
Turn it's bulletproof.
Just
turns
start
into an assault
deflecting
drone.
bullets.
Yeah.
It's just they're gonna
That's
all
when it-
come together and
that's
they're
when
gonna
everything goes down.
form a Megazord, and then it's just going to attack.
Megatron.
Yeah, just a Megadrone. It's gonna attack.
Wow.
Oh, Lord. That took
How
a
have we
turn.
not? We gotta make a movie off of one of these ideas so far. This is money.
Have either of you guys ever played Horizon Zero Dawn?
I've watched you play it.
Yeah.
Good.
It's just this conversation is basically that. It's a company that was like a robotics company that was for the good, and then they slowly started making military-based stuff, and then it just kind of yeah, shit goes bad.
Gotcha.
Here's the
That's
thing.
interesting.
I probably
you were
shouldn't
in
spoil
that
game,
world-
but
If you were in that world and like you walked outside and there was like, I don't know, like military drones that could just whip up on you, are you gonna join the resistance or are you just giving in? Like,
I'm resistance, 100%.
yeah, me too.
Nope, not for me. I can't fight robots.
So you're
And-
saying how about in like a Star Wars canon, you just gonna give in?
Well, first of all, I always root for the dark side anyway.
That's fair.
Absolutely.
Good point.
I would be like a cool version of who was the shiny chick that should have been cool and didn't do anything.
I feel like the Resistance in the Star Wars movies are like the most inept, terrible leaders imaginable. So
Yeah.
them running the galaxy sounds terrible as well.
True. You're
I
talking
think
about
both sides suck.
Plasma.
Yes. I'd be
Oh,
like
she's
her
terrible.
way
Yeah,
cooler.
she sucked in that movie.
She wasn't even in the last one, was she? Didn't they just kill her off in the?
No,
in the
I think she was in. No, maybe she wasn't in the last one. No, she wasn't.
You know what was the biggest disappointment? Dude, don't
that
get
whole
me.
series. We're not
don't-
getting into that again. I think we've talked about that too much.
But I will say, yeah, it's like if you want to really get me going, bring that garbage up. The Sith troopers, the red ones. Oh, dude, like like could have been the coolest things ever. Like the first stormtrooper to actually hit a shot, and they suck just as bad as the rest of them
It's
did.
the worst.
I was like, oh, they're so cool.
bad.
What? They're Sith troopers. These are my guys. It was like if Navy SEALs were shooting backwards the whole time. I was so upset about the whole thing. Ruined my day,
Who
man.
trains those guys?
I actually just saw a video that's going around right now.
It's terrible.
And it's like a firing range officer with some clone troopers, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. God dang it. I'm going to duct tape this chair. But yeah, it was hilarious because the guy's like basically giving him compliments. He's like, all right, let's see what you got up there. And the guy like shoots 1, 2, and he's like, like not even close. And he's like, good. Yeah, huh?
He had the stormtrooper suit on.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he was like, awesome. Yeah, good. He's like, way to conserve energy or way to conserve ammo. That'll be good for down the line. Next guy goes in there, does the exact same thing. He's like, wait, hold on. And he like moves some stuff. He's like, okay, now go. And he's all over the place. He's like, God, I love it. He just like passes him through.
That's awesome.
Oh, just
You gotta wonder about that too, because in that area, like them missing that many shots, it's not like the guns have any kick. They're just plasma rifles. So there's no
Laser beams.
There's no kickback. That motherfucker's just literally moving his hand like this.
So bad.
I've also never shot a laser beam, so I can't really bash on them too much. But it's got to be easier than a gun. A gun is loud, it kicks. You use bullet drop.
Yeah, but you gotta. What if they were super accurate? Like there wouldn't even be a movie. Like, everyone would just be dead.
Yeah, it'd be sweet.
Why did they wear
Luke
such
Skywalker
stupid
just gets
helmets?
like
At least don't
domed
be
in the
such a
beginning, and then
joke.
he's- You know what I mean?
Maybe the helmets are the problem.
I think the helmet is the problem.
Yeah, they have no peripheral vision.
They have no vision at all. It's
Zero vision.
pathetic.
It's just black. It's like wearing a blindfold when you're shooting.
It must be. Like, I don't know. Maybe, that's it. Maybe, like, you have to be so dark because the lasers give off such crazy, like...
That's a good.
But then why don't the
that
Jedis
science-
have to do anything?
they're
They don't wear
Jedis.
glasses.
They're dope. Yeah, that's true. Luke literally had the lightsaber, like, in his face.
Either
just
did
looking at it.
Han.
Like, all I know is they're not hitting their shots. And you got to hit your shots.
I heard a theory that's a little bit dark and hilarious, but I heard a theory about the stormtroopers, that why they have such shitty armor and why they can't hit anything is because, like, in the later movies, I guess, like after the clone shit or whatever, I don't know, they just went around, just stole people, just stole kids and stuff, and like, well, you're a stormtrooper now and you can just keep stealing people, so what's the point of paying for them to have decent armor when you can just easily replace them?
They're free.
And you're just gonna throw as many people as you can at a problem, and eventually somebody's gonna hit something, you know.
Nope.
So
No,
but it did work. I mean, it kind of worked. They just couldn't hit a Jedi.
I
or
just remember-
any other main character, but
God, what was it? There was another thing I saw, and it was a guy. He showed it was in the Clone Wars, and he showed there was like 2 Jedi that actually get hit by blasts and die, and then there was like it was like a zoom out, and there was a guy deflecting them and stuff, and he does this whole breakdown of like, there's still no way they died to these blasts. And he did like a trajectory thing of where they were coming from, and he thinks that the other Jedi just deflected him.
right in his buddy.
He made this whole argument how they've never killed anything, and then somebody argued back like these 2 Jedi died in this like circle war, and he's like, nope, pretty sure the other Jedi killed him
killed
with
the
a
just
Jedi.
killed
bullet.
his own buddy.
Yeah. So yeah, they're officially. I could 1v1 all of them with my bare
Where
hands.
is my movie on the contract crew for building the Death Star? I want to know how that hiring process happened. What was the vetting process for building that? Like, who was hired to build the Death Star? And how much were they? Were they paid?
You mean who designed the giant hole in the middle of it?
Well, I mean, they talked about that part in Rogue
Yeah, Rogue One.
why there was the flaw in place. I'm talking to who came in there and actually built that son of a bitch, and how did they build it so quick? They built a planet in like a couple of years, which is
Not that
fairly
hard.
impressive.
Pretty easy. Just like Lego blocks. You just put them where they go.
Straightforward.
Can't be that bad. How do they build anything? How about
That's what I'm saying.
If you haven't seen episode 9, then I mean, this isn't a spoiler. It's been long enough.
There's no spoilers for that movie because no one should ever watch
It's just garbage. But at the end, the only redeeming quality of like when the Emperor comes back, and it should have been cool. Tell me how he built 10,000 world-sized ships on a place that was just like rocks and bad clouds everywhere. Like, where are you finding these resources? He's the only one apparently that knows how to get out there. Yet he's got a whole army with like the biggest ships in the world.
But doesn't that, like, the Sith, don't they have like their own secret society?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was the point. Is that like they had their
Yeah.
own. That's their own world. But who cares? How did he get out of the endless pit? Who picked him up?
I think he just force pushed himself back up.
No, you think so? Just waited out just a little bit.
He can fly, so maybe he just Superman his way back out.
Let Son and Papa
Like,
have their moment, and then he
adorable.
just came back up a little bit
Cute,
later.
nice try. I can
Yeah.
fly. So you need something
on
to
you, I'm back.
you could just try to yeet me off this thing. All I know is that it could have been the greatest thing ever, and they botched it. And I'm not going to go into this because I have like 1,000 times. Whoever directed it, if I find them,
J.J. Abrams.
I'm kicking them in the shin as hard as I can, like straight in the shin bone. But when he was like, Emperor was just lightning bolting all of those ships out of the sky. It was like the only redeeming quality ever. And then he just gets wrecked by some chick who just yells at him for no reason.
His
Like, just come on.
daughter granddaughter.
Granddaughter. Yeah.
I just like let's talk about something else, dude. It's like
Did you like Marvel Endgame, the last one?
I did. I
don't
thought that was a great ending.
I'll be honest with you. Anytime you say anything about those stories, I just keep thinking of you should have aimed for the head, and Thor just put one on his chest because that was awesome. What Endgame? They kill.
That's the last one.
When Iron Man.
Why? Like none of that movie is coming back. Oh yeah.
Iron Man.
Yeah, like
Oh,
literally
I
that's
cried.
the one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. The one that made me cry. That
hit.
one.
Yeah.
I Love You 3000. Sad.
That was the coolest ending I've ever seen.
Yeah, but it like tore my heart out of my chest because there's no more Iron Man.
He'll come back.
I don't think he'll come back. I
No,
think
but
it'll
they'll
be
bring. Yeah, that's the problem. Well, Robert Downey wants out. He's an old man.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I could
it's
see
not
that.
Time
gonna
for
be-
him to sail off into the
I
sunset.
just love his character. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
love
agree.
him
It was
as
so
Iron Man.
perfect.
He was such a good Iron Man.
I feel like the entire casting for all of that was amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
They were so spot on.
God, yeah, because now, I mean, you got Iron Man gone, Captain America's gone.
Everyone.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I mean,
sucks.
Yeah, that's a real brutal one because
Yeah.
I think he was going to be the next kind of leader of this overall thing, and
He was so perfect for that too.
He
yeah,
really was.
could not have cast. I mean,
God.
what a crazy, what an insanely
Thor's still there.
good
Still got
performance.
Thor.
You still got Thor, but
Fat
I mean,
Thor.
he's kind of. I think
Fat
that he's you got a little bit chunky Thor, but I think that he's going to kind of even step back out because I think that he's.
Are they gonna do a Guardians with him now?
Yeah, they are.
Are they officially?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Is like all those new Marvel movies. They like released them all.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there was like a list.
Yeah, with the whole
So
thing.
they're
is-
gonna do Black Panther, but his sister is gonna be the Black Panther. Is what it looks like.
Oh, I heard
that's
this.
the only way that you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
I'm
did
actually,
hear-
Shuri. Is that who?
But she's too smart. You can't have someone smart and badass.
Sure, you can.
Oh yeah.
No, that's just not. I mean, yeah, you can.
Yeah,
actually.
you can.
It's
I
happened
mean,
a
you
lot.
have that with like
Batman.
technically you have that with Iron Man.
But if you had, someone told me this one. Oh
That's a good call. That's awesome. If
gonna be
they do
sweet.
that.
It's
That's
no!
so
Oh, I
awesome.
heard this great one that it was like. I don't remember exactly how they did it, but it was this really cool way to bring back Michael B. Jordan from like as Killmonger, but in a different light. Like basically where he becomes good through the ending, because he kind of was like at the end he was like I don't know. The whole thing was kind of cool. But there was this really cool way to bring him back, and that would be everything to me. Michael B. Jordan's like my guy.
He was probably my favorite villain in that entire.
When
Marvel
he
series,
just
to be
yeets
honest.
Black Panther off of the thing, I stood up.
Right, it was
I stood up in
wonderful.
the theater and started clapping.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yes, finally, the villain I needed."
Just because he was so like smart, he wasn't like evil. He was just he would take over societies and like run
Yeah.
stuff from within, and that's like how he trained
And he
his
just
entire life. And then
bodied him in the water too.
Yeah, and he
Wasn't even close.
he tore him up.
He was everything I needed
He
in
was
a,
awesome.
in a
he was
bad
such
guy.
a great character.
I don't know. I can't think of any other like villain that I bonded. I usually root for the bad guys in most of those movies. Can't think of one that I've actually bonded with. Like Darth Maul.
Yeah.
They did him real bad in that.
Yeah, they
movie.
did. Like,
He is a good character, I think, that they just completely botched.
Nope.
They-
I think
they could have developed him so
I think
much
movie
more.
was good. Or sorry, movie was bad. Darth Maul was good.
That's what I'm saying. I think that they could have done a lot more with, like, they should have made him more of a focal point. Like, they shouldn't have killed him off at that point.
Yeah.
And Liam Neeson should never have been a Jedi.
But
That was kind of weird. I
he
forgot
went
about
down to the goat.
Jedi.
He went down to the goat, and that's so respectful. If you died to Obi-Wan,
He didn't die.
oh well, okay. Spider Maul came back.
Yeah, he has his animatronic legs or whatever. They brought him back.
No, he died. We're gonna leave it at that. It's way cooler if he just dies to Obi-Wan, because I didn't. Spider-Man Darth Maul made me so mad.
It was weird.
It's like Doc Ock. I didn't like it. It was super awful. I don't. Just pained me to see a hero of mine like that.
I'm trying to think of the rest of those Marvel movies. There were so many. that
Like
came out
Red
with.
Skull, awful.
Red Skull.
I'm saying the ones that are going to come out with. It was like,
Oh,
so they are coming out with Guardians, and Thor's going to be in their crew.
but the second Guardians was weirdly average.
Really, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
I enjoyed it. I think that was just in that weird. The problem that the Marvel movies ran into in the middle portion is that everybody knew where this was all heading. So everything on the in between, no matter what the movie really felt like, it just felt like filler. Like
They even had
you're
Captain
just kinda sitting
America.
around waiting for these last two movies.
Captain America in the
feel-
post-scene credits just said, "I'm sorry this is taking so long. I promise it's coming soon." When he said that, I was like, "Well, hurry up! Your apology
Yeah.
weighs nothing to me. This is terrible." But yeah, I think the new ones will be sweet. I still haven't seen Spider-Man: Far From Home, and I keep seeing clips from it, and it looks sweet.
It's good.
It was good.
I haven't seen
It is good.
that one at all.
Well, CJ and I kind of made this like suicide pact with Endgame that it was
that
over
was
for
the
us.
end.
We
for me.
weren't going down anymore.
Yeah, I need a break for a bit
From
just superhero movies, kind of
That's
type of
fair.
thing. I think I just need a little bit of a
Martha.
little. Yeah, don't get me started.
Dude, DC, I can't even.
Don't get me-
Don't get into
I like
DC.
how
I've
you know,
already-
like, instantly like, oh god, here.
DC sucked, dude. All the DC movies were terrible.
Batman vs Superman, worst movie ever made.
There's just no effort.
No.
They did announce, though, getting back to Disney,
Oh, I was gonna say, if you,
another couple things.
yeah.
One in particular that they should not make. Lion King 2. That fucking garbage movie that they already...
Like the
first
live
one-
action
Yeah,
one?
the live action thing. They're making a second one.
Why?
The
'Cause the
CGI
first one
live
sucked
action.
so bad, so let's make a second one. Because it's a
second
Disney
more-
way.
Even worse one?
Yeah.
Did they? Oh, did anyone watch Mulan yet?
No, a couple of my
Don't
coworkers
spoil
did,
it.
and they said it's not good.
Dude, I don't want to watch it because it doesn't have like the dragon.
Yeah.
They took him out.
Yeah, he's not in it.
Yeah, what's the point? That was the movie.
That was.
Did they at least sing
They
the?
shouldn't have even had a dragon. They should have just had Eddie Murphy just running
Yeah,
around.
just
the
run-
place. Just straight up Eddie.
That would've
Just,
been awesome.
going
That would
through.
have been good stuff.
I forgot he did that.
No, I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna get a clip of that movie and I'm just gonna cut him into it.
From all of his old
Yeah,
movies,
just random
Doctor
lines.
Doolittle. Or what was the one where he's the like real fat guy?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I can't remember.
Oh, Nutty Professor.
Yes,
Professor.
I watched that again. It's awful.
I haven't seen that in 10 years.
Really
It
bad.
was good when it came out. Now you watch it.
It was
again,
good when I was a
like,
kid.
What the hell was I thinking?
Did I? Yeah, I don't know
I
how
think
I
it was
thought
fun.
that was good. I didn't. I can't say I watched
Yeah.
it. Blondie and I got 5 minutes in, and I was like, ugh. Why did we watch this garbage?
Different time and place.
It's true.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can justify that because I was just. What were we doing in that time frame where like that's the stuff we used to laugh at?
And like the old CGI stuff that's like, it was terrible, like Flubber.
Oh yeah.
That movie.
Oh, Flubber, but I do love Robin Williams.
Oh yeah. Robin
You
Williams,
never can go
RIP.
wrong with Robin Williams.
He's the
No,
goat.
but like I'm just talking about like the
The
CGI.
CGI is
Oh,
brutal, dude. You even go back and like that's the thing with CGI type movies that's kind of brutal. Go back and even watch like the first Avengers movie.
mhm.
Just go back and take a look at that. It looks okay, like, but you can definitely see like
How far
you
we've
can
come.
see the seams in that sucker where you're just like,
How long ago was that
this
made?
doesn't look right. 2012
I think,
actually.
it was 12. I think it was like right after
2012?
2000. Yeah, it was like 11 or 12.
Iron Man
Yeah,
came
'cause I
out,
think
like,
15 was
8.
Ultron, and
Yeah.
then 2020 or 2018 I think was
Was
the Endgame.
No,
Was it
a-
18?
Infinity War.
Infinity War was 18, I think.
And so 19
19
was okay. So
Endgame.
that's what it was. Okay, yeah, because they were what 6 months apart or something, or whatever it was,
Something like that. 6 or 8.
or maybe it was a year, whatever it was. But yeah, anyways, yeah, go back and take a look at that. It's funky. You want to see something real bad? Go back and watch the first Thor movie.
Yep.
First off, I don't know what
Really?
they did to him. They just bleached his whole face white.
Yeah, it
like
was
his
weird.
I
hair,
don't
his
think I've gone back and
eyebrows,
watched it.
everything about him.
Really?
It's bad.
Even the Destroyer, when you watch
Yeah.
it, you're like, that looks a little janky.
Oh, the guy
That was a great
with the
movie.
fire?
I watched that movie a lot when it came out.
That was good. The second Thor with like the Infinity Stone in it was kind of weird with Natalie Portman.
It's slow,
Yeah.
super
She was-
slow.
Yeah, when she
Yeah.
was in a little bit more. Now she's Thor.
Yeah,
What?
that's one of the movies. That's
She
gonna
is
come out.
Thor.
It's
Yeah,
Thor, but she's also
Thor.
like Thor. It's like
She has
she Thor. I
the
don't know.
hammer, I think, and it's what's
I
it
don't know how
called? Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Something. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I'm all right.
I think they're going towards making an all-female.
They kind of
Avengers
They
movie.
prefaced that when they had all the chicks in
Yeah,
Endgame
and I think they're
kicking
really
ass.
gonna push that, which is fine. That's cool. Like
Dude, when
I
all
think
the
it's gonna be
chicks
really
came
cool.
out
That was
and
dope.
were fighting
Yeah.
Thanos
Dude, my
was
favorite
sick.
one is the Valkyrie.
She's
Valkyrie
dope.
was
What?
Yeah.
First of all, the
And she's
actress,
funny.
the
Tessa
actress is
Thompson's
cool,
amazing.
but she rocks, dude. Flying
Yeah,
on
is.
what looks like Pegasus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That'd be a cool movie, especially if they do like if Shuri does become Black Panther,
Yeah.
like Captain Marvel. Shuri as
just
Black
get
Panther.
rid of Captain Marvel because she's too broken.
She is OP.
You can't play game.
Well,
That's like
and-
Superman.
But
Stop.
you have those three. You got Thor is Natalie Portman is Thor. You could Gwyneth Paltrow said she was done, but you might be able to convince her to come back for a second. Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie. They have a freaking crew
Yeah, they're
that they
loaded up.
could roll a whole movie with, which would be kind of
I'd be-
cool.
I mean, I'd watch it. That'd be
Yeah.
sweet.
I think they need somebody. They need like a darker character.
Oh, there's a She-Hulk TV series
Like
coming, by
a
the way.
like a
That's kinda
villain. You mean?
No,
Like a
but like
female villain.
they
I
need.
guess Thor had a female villain.
You know how like DC has some characters that are kind of twisted, like Raven and like stuff like that. They need a different flavor. It's like
Oh, you're talking like a darker dimension character, just-
right. You need someone who comes from like the dark side of the world, but is like fighting for good.
Yeah.
I
think
think that
of
would be such a
who-
different game changer.
That would actually be. I mean, they don't even really have that much on the other side, though, of darker sides.
It'd be like having Hela turn good. Would be sweet.
Yeah.
I guess you could get into some of that kind of stuff though with X-Men, because now that they own all the
forgot about
X-Men
that.
and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
they own they have the Inhumans that they could play around with as well. Now that they have all those characters, there is an opportunity for them to bring in
Dude,
some
somebody
wild
made a
characters.
spooth trailer of Deadpool and
I was just
Wolverine.
about to bring that up.
Oh my god, that is like
They should
that is
do
what
that.
the world needs right now.
A Deadpool.
It
A
would-
buddy cop movie.
I
of
think
Wolverine.
I
and
think the
Deadpool.
day that releases, like COVID would be gone. Our presidential debate wouldn't be a shit show. Like if
watching
that
it
movie
yesterday.
came out, we would be so good. Life is over. It's set.
Unfortunately, I think that Deadpool might be.
You think?
Dead.
Dude, they crushed.
They
Deadpool.
crushed, but they
Oh,
apparently as
those
of right
movies
now, according there's
Well, Hugh Jackman said he's done his Wolverine.
yeah. Well, and I think that Ryan Reynolds came out and said it's not looking good for a
But
Deadpool
how?
3.
Like I don't get that.
It's because Disney is a goody two shoes. They like their characters to
Yeah.
be perceived in one way and one way only.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
And
need
as
something
much
different.
as Deadpool killed and has made a lot of money, I guarantee that plushies of Iron Man have probably outsold all of what Deadpool made.
Bro.
So
You're probably
it's
right.
that other merchandising game with kids that
just
they
give
like
the people
to
what
exploit.
they want, please, dude.
agree.
I just think that would be.
But
Yeah,
Disney
they
is a
just-
fickle company. That's why they just laid off 28,000 people.
Dude, the rated R movies are awesome. For
Logan
Super
was
Bowl.
incredible.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The
Did you
rated
watch the
R
black and
superhero
white
movies. No.
Oh, go watch that. It's crazy
have to.
cool.
But that's like literally, I don't know. It's got so much potential to be. Then you know what? Then DC needs to do it. Like DC needs to be like, all right, we'll create a version of that and make it rated R. Like I think we talked about this last
Suicide
time.
Squad, I think, is
Sui-
going to be rated R.
But they
Suicide
need
Squad,
to do.
the first one should have been rated R.
We've
It
been
would've way
saying.
better.
Did we say this last time that they need to make?
bad in general.
it's
It was
horrible.
that train
Oh, it was
wreck.
great.
The
Terrible.
new one,
It
I
was
think, could be
so
pretty
bad
good.
it was great.
James Gunn directing it. He
Wait, did
made
you guys
Guardians
watch
the
Birds of
Galaxy.
Prey?
I did not.
You did? Is it
How
good?
is it?
It was better than way better than Suicide Squad.
Okay,
in
so
terms
yeah.
of like them teaming up and
I gotta
Yeah.
watch it then.
I'll check that out.
I just want to
final fight
see.
scene. Nah, but
Have you seen?
like Harley Quinn is dope. She's an awesome character.
Have
I
you
love her.
followed?
so I'm happy
like,
they've kept her, Margot Robbie, running around as her. She's like the perfect.
I've watched Wolf of Wall Street like 10 times in the last couple months for some reason. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
I think the DC
The movie.
Yeah.
But we talked briefly, but imagine a rated R Injustice movie where Superman goes rogue and then it's like actually just dicing people up.
I agree. I think it'd be dope. But the problem is first off, they don't really have any good like starter movies to turn to and just flip their character real quick. Thing two is that you have the same problem. It's the same reason why Disney doesn't like to do rated R movies with any of their characters. They don't like to put them in any sort of actual
Just
testing.
soft.
Yeah, that's what they like because they sell more.
Soft.
Like it's merchandise sales. They can keep it PG-13 so more people can go to the theaters and watch it.
Soft.
And that's exactly what
it.
DC does. That's why the Justice League movie was such a funky thing.
Okay,
Because they tried transforming it back.
What
into
would be
more
the
kid
best rated R Disney movie? I'll start.
Mulan.
I'll start. Okay. I think Hercules. Because imagine, like, he actually has to, like, you know, life or death against all of these trials and tribulations of, like, these monsters he has to fight. And, like, his girl actually gets jacked up, and he's got to go into, like, this dark underworld to fight. Oh, my God, dude.
That would be dope.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's so
That
sick.
would
And you
be
have,
cool.
like, this big badass Zeus who's just getting smoked and, like, flies up on this freaking horse and is, like, fighting demons up there. Oh,
Hades is
dude.
real dark. Like, that'd be
Like,
sick.
actually, like, probably what Hades should be.
Yeah.
Doesn't look all funny and like blue hair. Yeah, he's like a demon that's destroying people. It would be like Wrath of the Titans, but cooler, rated R, better story, and with Hercules.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you.
Oh, dude.
For me, it's Mulan. I think that Mulan would be an amazing rated R movie, just because
There's a lot of
you have
death.
a lot of the political stuff going on, and sadly there's gonna be a lot of death, and a lot of brutalized
And a dragon,
brutal-
please.
and
the dragon.
fucking dragon.
We need the Daenerys dragon out there.
yeah,
Yeah, for real.
yeah.
Can we get a Game of Thrones dragon, please?
Just telling you, just give Eddie Murphy a sword and just let him run free. Just let him do his thing out there,
And breathe fire.
and just
That'd be sick. I mean, I would watch that over the normal Mulan.
yeah.
Okay.
I think that a rated R Mulan would be cool. I think there's a lot they could do with that.
I don't have any ideas.
Or like
I
a
was thinking like Toy Story, but that'd be weird.
rated R.
That would be amazing. The first Toy Story when he's in Sid's room.
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah,
like,
dude, yeah.
dissecting.
It would just be Chucky.
It really would. That's exactly. That's exactly what it would be.
I'd watch it. Woody's just axing
Rated R.
people. Just
Rated R Toy Story.
Oh man, that'd be
Yes.
great. Instead of like Buzz's wings, it's like knives that shoot out.
Just take all the Pixar movies and just turn them rated R. Finding Nemo.
I was gonna say
Flip
that
it.
one too.
Just-
That would be good.
Just it would just be National Geographic. You would just watch like the documentary on the ocean.
Ripping them to shreds. Terrifying.
That'd be great.
How many nightmares kids would get?
Lion King.
Lion King would be
Again,
good,
National
yeah.
Geographic, but like
Yeah.
it'd
Yeah.
be rad. Especially when Simba comes back and just wreck shop.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
think of more. I don't even know off the top of my head any more Disney movies that could be R.
Like Aladdin
Like,
would be
good.
Aladdin
Yeah,
would be
it'd weird.
lame.
That's what I was thinking, but I was like,
Yeah. I'm
like
thinking
Tarzan would be sick.
Tarzan would be dope,
Tarzan
or like
would be
Beauty and the Beast.
good. That Tarzan, I like that other Tarzan movie though that came out
I
a
like
few years
Beauty and
ago.
the Beast. Yeah, it was cool.
I thought it was pretty good.
Have I talked about my Beauty and the Beast belief and how completely ass backwards that entire thing is? Chad, I might have told you this, but
I don't think I've heard.
we need to have a serious conversation about this movie. Gaston is the hero, and everyone keeps perceiving him as this bad guy. Dude, okay,
Is this on? Is this in the both of them?
all of them.
Okay.
Any time the story, I literally saw Gaston at Disneyland, and I said, "Hey, buddy, I want you to know I feel bad for you. You were doing the right thing." And the guy started laughing, and I was like, "I'm not kidding." You got hosed.
You had a heart to heart with Gaston.
I felt bad, dude, because what did all this guy try to do? Save this beautiful girl whose dad and her got locked up, thrown in jail, and is being forced to be a slave in this house of other pretty much slaves now, right? To work for this guy and fall in love with him, which is like super rapey. And all he does is like, you know what? That's my boo. Sure, we're not dating, but that's the girl he wants. What does he do? He goes to kill this disgusting beast that's terrorizing the town and save the girl, and he's the bad guy. What? Disney, suck one. That's not even close, dude.
You are right though.
Yeah, so now you'll see that movie in such a different way.
The beast sucks, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Before he goes all soft after meeting the girl, like he's not a great guy.
It's dick, dude.
It's terrible. I mean, that's why he got turned into that beast.
Right.
Bad
All I
dude.
know.
Bad dude.
All I know is Gaston got so hosed, and
He did.
if you listen to his song in the thing, he just talks about like eating eggs because it makes his muscles big, and I was like, "It's my guy,
dude.
it's my dude right here." All the girls like him, but even another testament, he's got girls just flocking after him, and he knows the one girl he wants, and that's all he goes for. Like, what a G, dude.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like he's a little arrogant, but you know,
Who doesn't like a little?
it'd be like that
confidence?
sometimes. You know,
Confidence,
I just feel like,
arrogance.
dude, that movie is like talking about Star Wars for me. It just drives me bananas right now. There's a lot of movies that just put me on the edge right now. That one and specifically.
Well,
I do think we have to wrap up because don't you
Yep.
got to get out of here?
we got. That's what I was about to say.
We're on time constraints.
Let's wrap this up. Anybody have any last thoughts?
Final comments, thoughts, concerns?
No, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Dude,
Yeah,
thanks for
sorry,
coming.
this was a mess
That
of
was
one.
awesome, dude. I love this.
Yeah, this is
awesome.
usually we get to the point of like we got about 5 hours left in the tank.
Yeah.
Best part is,
Oh,
is
yeah.
earlier this week we're like, man, we are gonna have a structure. We are going to try to stick to this.
It's all over the
And then Taylor broke my chair and
Then we got-
immediately ruined the whole thing.
That set us off
So-
a weird course.
And then we found ourselves talking about
Here we
Megazords,
are.
and
We covered a lot of weird territory from tracking children all the way to Gaston. So this is a new record, I think, for us.
Yeah. this is what
anyways.
I wrote up. Apparently, this is
Yeah,
this
this
is what's
is how
on
you
the
draw
sheet.
it up.
Script.
Anyways,
It's scripted.
thank you guys for joining.
Appreciate it. I'm out.
Thank you,
sir.
everybody out there for listening and tuning in. Go ahead and throw us a like, throw us a subscribe. It's free. We need people to subscribe, please. Even if you're watching this.
Alani, I
just-
still want that.
Alani,
I want that sponsorship.
we need that
Pretty good one.
sponsorship.
I will take a picture of Chad in a bikini next to your drink if that's what.
I'll do it.
I was
I'll do
gonna
it.
say me, but I remembered I put on weight and breaking chairs.
All right. Thank you again.
All right, we're out of
See
here.
you guys next week.